Good evening, everybody, and welcome to East Longmeadow, Massachusetts for a Friday night battle between the East Longmeadow Spartans and the Longmeadow Lancers. I'm joined here by my daughter, Ailey Weiss. Hi, Ailey.
Hi, Dad.
How are you?
Rivalry that's been going on for a very long time.
Yeah, a big one that is always entertaining, so we're looking forward to a good game tonight. What do you think are some of the keys here for the Spartans?
Last game, the Spartans gave up way too many offensive boards. I mean, the other team just had at least 3 or 4 tries every time down, and they cannot let that happen again.
A quick three right off the bat. And again, to your point in the last game, rebounds really killed them, and getting out-rebounded was a problem. So let's see how they do. Good defense there by Grace Moore to knock the ball out of play here. And so for the Spartans, we've got Talia Weiss, Grace Moore, Emma Gosselin, Kenna Moreno, and Allie Thompson.
A little bit of miscommunication there. 2 girls closed out, which means another Lancer was wide open.
Yeah. So
much better job breaking the press tonight, though.
Yeah, so that was a 3 by Cage for Longmeadow. Allie Thompson with a quick 3. Gosselin fights for the rebound, but number 2 Cage again with the rebound. Over to number 12 with a quick 2. Coughlin Michonne. Weiss to Thompson, good movement. Over to Moore, back to Weiss, to Moreno, wide open for a quick 3. Little strong. And looks like it's going to be black ball over the top.
Thompson
there.
was there, though, for the rebound. It must have just gotten poked out, didn't catch it cleanly, but she had the right positioning, so right idea.
Yeah, and that's what you need, right? Is we got to box out and carve out some more opportunities on the offensive end if we happen to miss. So we're playing man here, and Spartans. Looks like a pretty even height-wise matchup.
Yep.
Nice cut by number 12, Kofa Michonne, but just a little wide on the pass.
There was no Spartan around her either, wide open, so
looks like
something must have gotten messed up in a switch or a pick,
good
something.
pick. It was actually quite a good pick. Good pass from Moreno to Moore for the and one. Very nicely done. They're breaking the press is much better
efficient
tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure that's something Coach Heisek worked on in practice with them this week.
Right.
Because it looks 10 times better.
So let's see if she can get the old traditional 3-point play here. With 6:41, it's 5-2 Lancers. And just off on that, on the free throw.
Weiss with the tough D up on the front court.
Yeah.
Back court? Back court? Front
court.
Got it mixed up.
No, it actually would be the back court.
It's been a long day.
So, yeah, and you know what? That kind of pressing right after a shot like that. So tipped by the Lancers, number 14. Good pass by Allen. Over to 23.
Got her own rebound.
Nice board by Weiss. Good pass over to Grace Moore, to Gosselin, to Moreno, back over to Gosselin. Quick runner from Gosselin, a little off balance there, but
she also had Thompson running the baseline. It was a little bit, she was a little all over the place, but if she could have done a little shovel pass there, that would have been a good layup for her, but good shot either way.
Yeah. So, the Spartans are they're again a little late on that, but she was a pretty far out for a 3. Nice take by Thompson, going hard to the basket.
Got the left. Maybe they're breaking the curse of the East Longmeadow missing layups.
Well, I think so.
Hopefully.
And that was a good press there. They had an opportunity to get the ball. A nice pass by Allen over to number 23, who shall remain nameless because she's not on my roster. But nonetheless, a nice play. And very nicely done by Allen there. Seeing the court well, which is something that she does for sure.
Tough pass.
Good. She was wide open there.
Right.
Yeah, Moore had her wide open. Just took a funky bounce. So 7-4 Lancers with 5:23 to
East
go.
Longmeadow putting on the press. I like this. High intensity, make them make mistakes mentality.
So on the court for the Lancers, we've got Taylor, we've got Allen, we've got Cage, we've got Coughlin Michonne. A little pass, a little bit high there, and not the best idea there on the outlet pass. Good shot by Cage, number 2 for Longmeadow. again, got to be careful with these passes and not force it. Like so far they've been doing a good job of working it, and now you see Longmeadow backing off, which is what you got to be working on. So let's see what more at the top of the key. Had it picked up her dribble a little quick. And
got a little crowded in the middle, I think.
Yeah, Moreno with a good move past the defender, and is fouled by number 14, I believe, Taylor.
Created a nice lane for herself, drove hard to the hoop. She's small, but if she goes hard, she's going to get the call.
Right. And I would say as well that I think the Spartans are definitely going harder to the hoop tonight. They're being more definitive. They were a little
more assertive.
Well, yeah, and not essentially, going hard when they see that there's an opportunity and not hesitating.
Let's see if Moreno can knock down at least one of these.
Looks good. Oh, in and out. All right. And I think a key too, if you're going to put pressure on, you got to make these free throws. So 9-4 with 4:43 for the Lancers in the lead. Moreno with one more here. And that good battle on the board, but came up a little short.
Looked like almost two East Longmeadow players were going up for the rebound and kind of took it out of their hands.
So Spartans shifting on D. A nice move by number 12. Good D by Gosselin. Nice outlet from Thompson to Moreno. Good pass back. And good shot there, but just off the front of the rim.
Good teamwork though.
Cage to the basket and foul on Moore. She did go up. Again, I think probably leaned in just a little bit.
Little body
if she
there.
had just gone just a little more straight.
Cage was almost completely under the hoop by the time she shot that. That didn't even hit the front of the backboard. It hit the underneath part. So.
Yeah, and that is a little hard to know where you are on the court, but I think she just leaned in just a little bit.
Yep.
So Cage makes the first one. Again, really important that you get the boards on, especially on these free throws.
Right.
And Cage nails the second one, pretty smooth there.
Can't do anything when they make them though.
No. All right, so Gosselin into Weiss, back to Gosselin, to Moore, back to Gosselin.
There we go.
And across. Nicely done. Tried to force it just a little bit, but Thompson gets it, fires off. Good save by Moore to Moreno. Thompson was lining up another three, made a fake.
Good
good cut there. Gosselin fakes and pump and a jumper from 12 feet or so and off the front rim. So the Spartans get back on D. Everybody's manning up here, or womaning up, I should say. Weiss closes out a bit on Taylor. Nice play there by Moreno. Good rebound. Timeout, fast timeout by Isaac. Very nicely done there. I could sense a little trouble brewing.
Yeah.
So with 3:33 left in the first quarter, it's 11-4 Lancers. And again, competitive, very competitive.
Very competitive.
I think the Spartans have had a few opportunities where...
If they make their free throws, what if they had 4? They're down by 3 points if they make their free throws, So they're right there with them.
Yeah. And I think also, they're getting some good shots. It's, they start falling.
They're going hard for the 50-50 balls.
Yeah, so
they're playing well.
You're right here. There's,
early in.
Very early, yeah, plenty of time. The one key, I think, just watching the flow of the game is that, you don't want to have a run from Longmeadow that puts you too far behind.
Right.
You want to, be within 5-7 points the whole game so that you can
hope that you go on a run to catch up, take the lead towards the end.
Right. So third game of the year here for the Spartans. They've got a lot of home games early on, and then they hit the road for many others. But we'll see. Again, there's a developmental piece to this, and they're definitely.
But from last game, we're already seeing a large improvement.
Much better.
So.
Yeah, and especially breaking the press, not making mental mistakes, things along those lines, and even limiting Longmeadow a bit on the boards, right?
Yep.
So Weiss to inbound. Into Moreno.
That looked like more of a press break before they kind of just come out onto the court and move around.
Nice take by Weiss. Kind of pushed a little bit out of bounds there, but no call. Definitely got nudged, but anyways.
Not enough for a foul.
Yeah, so a good idea, but
Jill Stevens heads to the line.
or
First sub.
to check in. Yep.
Yep.
So the Spartans are a little off their game here in terms of who's got who. So there was
a nice
1-on-3
move.
there. Very nice move by Cage again. She's clearly
star
their
player.
best scorer. I think she's got 8 points already. Over to Gosselin, back to Marino, fakes the 3. Over to Moore, who has a nice move and right to the basket and in. Very nice. That's clearly what she's capable of doing and doing well.
If they can clear out the baseline and clear out the...
Good block there by Moore. Again, that was exactly well done.
It's what Coach Gary's on the sideline has been telling her to do this whole time.
And Stevens is in for Weiss off of that. Very nice block. Yeah, and that's... and listen, she listened, right? So that's what you want from your players is...
Coachable.
Yep. So we have a little controversy here about whose ball it is. The refs are giving the ball to the Spartans, and I guess that's fine, but she did block it out of bounds, so I don't know. There was some call there. Stevens with the ball at midcourt, and it looks like a double dribble there. A little out of control, but that's going to happen. It's okay. So we've got a press
She's just
here.
entering a high-intensity game.
Yeah,
A lot of
you
pressure.
got to get your feet under you.
Spartans and Lancers.
Right. So, good fake by number 10. Good D by Moore there, and a foul by Gosselin.
There must have been body because I saw Gosselin's hand straight up.
I think there was body, yep. So, again, 23 is at the line. I'm not quite sure who that is.
I think it might be Morgan because it goes in the
Morgan
normal,
Arena
yeah.
is her last name? Okay.
So it goes in number order, and the last one we got is 22 on there. So
Yeah.
we'll go with Morgan. Sincerely apologize if that's not you, but
We're doing our best here with just a little bit of information. We got to get our crack staff to do better next time. We need interns. If there's any interns that are potential interns out there. And another nice job by Cage. Just, maneuvered around to get the rebound, which, again, one of those things that just can't happen. And then the and one as part of this. So number 3 is coming into the game.
for our good friend Morgan.
And our good friend Morgan is leaving, we think. So Morin at the line, Cage at the line to try to finish off the and one. And she's a little front.
Gets her own rebound,
Gets
though.
a
Puts it up
rebound. Again, the Spartans, on those kinds of things, you just can't.
One
you can't
player
do it.
just got the rebound twice and had 3 shooting opportunities.
And Moore went to get it, got a little tangled with her own feet and went down for a travel. And that happens. That's all right.
I don't know if that was necessarily a travel, though.
Well, I think when you go down, you know what? I can't tell. Like,
That was-
half the time they call it
That
when
was
you
an
fall down like
extenuating
that.
circumstance. I don't know what that was.
So Cage calls out the play for the Lancers. They're absolutely cutting through the lane quite well.
A lot of movement
number
on their
12
offense.
to the basket. Coughlin is shown with the drive. Nice drive. And looks like Weiss is going to check back in for somebody, perhaps Stevens, we'll see.
They seem to be interchangeable.
So first free throw for Coughlin Michonne. And it's a little long. Weiss is coming in. And the referees are discussing something. Not 100% sure what it is, but
Number 3 was not in the book, so it's a technical foul.
oh,
Wait,
so,
hang on. Let me take my headphones off so I can hear this.
So apparently number 3 for the Spartans.
Nope, not the Spartans.
Or
for the Lancers.
for the Lancer.
There we go.
Morin was not in the book, so I believe it's a technical foul.
All right, some free points for the Spartans, hopefully.
Well, we'll see what happens here, but so the deal is that Coughlin Michaud is going to get her second free throw, I think, or is this? Yeah, she's getting her second free throw. Is that right? Let's see. Hang on. Unless there's a technical foul.
Oh,
okay, so
now
hold on. Now the Spartans go down, and Gosselin's going to take the technical. So the issue was that number 3 was not in the book for the Lancers.
So we think this is what we've heard. This is what the lips that I read in the murmurs
That's
that
what
I
he
heard
said.
from up here.
And so a little hard for Gosselin. And she's going to get another one here. So
Getting a few more points before the quarter ends would be nice.
yeah, and
There
looks
we
good.
go.
There it is. Weiss is coming in for Stevens here. Okay, so we've got 16-7 for the Lancers. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Weiss to inbound to Moreno, who made a nice little cut to lose her player. And Moreno's going to pivot, swing it around to Weiss. Weiss to Grace Moore, who's up at the top. Moore, it's a deflected and knocked away. Moore straight up. Good defense and a nice play by Cage to
There's
go
not
up
much you
and
can do
around.
about that.
Nope, that was great defense and better offense, basically. So Weiss with the ball to Thompson. Thompson up the middle, cuts through, drives to the basket to Weiss. She fakes. Gage picks her pocket. The Euro step and rebound from Coughlin-Michon, and it is 20-7. Back to Gosselin from Weiss. Weiss has the ball now.
This was the run we talked about, not wanting to let the Lancers go on.
Yeah. So Gosselin to, and I guess they call, Coach Isaac took a timeout there. And understandably, he's trying to stem the tide here, so they've got a little bit of a run.
Settle them down, cool, try and let the Lancers cool off from the streak that they're going on.
So I think one of the things that seems to be working for the Spartans is their ability to drive and get to the basket. And I think that that's important, and they've got to keep doing that.
Yep.
I think one of the challenges that they're having is on defense. They're getting a little lost, right? When they're pressing,
Well,
and then they break the press, they're giving up.
The issue is the Lancers are moving a lot on offense, which creates a lot of confusion for the Spartans on defense. They're getting screened. They're constantly cutting through the paint. They either need to communicate better or they're going to need to change up their defense. They need to pick one or the other, or else the game's going to get out of hand.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I agree. And I think, again, if we watch that when the Spartans press, if the Lancers break it, what you're seeing is that there's a little bit of confusion to get there. And so the way they dealt with that last time was to just get back into a zone.
Right.
And so we'll see if they continue to press, which may or may not be the best idea.
I think for the most part, the press has been successful. If anything, it helps run down the shot clock for the Lancers.
A bit. I mean, I definitely think that there have been a few where they've broken it a little easily and they've gotten some pretty easy baskets. So Moore tried to get it across to Harju, who's cutting through the lane, off a Lancer player. So the Spartans are trying to mark up here and get on their players. Number 10, Taylor to the basket. Good defense by Thompson. 13 faked a jump shot and
should have taken the jump shot. It was wide open.
Looks like that's off of Allen's foot out of bounds. So the Spartans are in under the basket. Weiss to inbound the pass to Moreno. Moreno's thinking about where she's going with it. She makes a nice little move off of to get past 13. Over to Grace Moore. Moore's thinking where to go with it. She finds Moreno and into Harju, and a little miscommunication there. So I think she was expecting Harju to come down a little, and Harju looked like she was trying to post up.
Yeah.
So, all right, so the Spartans are 21 seconds left. Shot clock is off. 20-7 Lancers.
Their goal here should be to play some good defense and make them take a tough shot or not get any off.
And that's where you got to swing. Weiss collapsed down, open three.
See, I'm okay with that shot.
Yeah, right. Good hustle by Weiss and Thompson. No, and I don't think she got the shot off. Nope, they say nope. So good defense there at the end by the Spartans. All right, so again, not where you want to be, down 20-7, but I would absolutely say that this Lancer team is better than the Springfield team they played the other night.
Yes, completely agree.
And I think the Spartans are clearly playing better.
They're playing much more within themselves.
Yeah.
They're taking their time on offense. What we talked about last time. They're taking their time on offense. They're, for the most part, they're swinging the ball around, looking for the best option for them. We've even seen a few good screens, especially for Moore. She's strong and consistent with making layups. Setting a screen for her around the elbow and letting her cut right to the hoop. That's been successful. It's something that they should rely on and honestly resort to more until Longmeadow catches on to it and then finds a way to prevent it.
Yeah. The other thing is, Moore on 2 different occasions got to the basket pretty easily, and I'm wondering if
She's long. It only takes her a dribble or 2 to get there.
Right. So I'm wondering if you can, begin to isolate that more and more until they stop it, right? I mean, if she's going to be able to get past her player and get to the basket, that's something to do. So, and as Coach Isaac just said, way better taking care of the ball.
Way more composed and much better job taking care of the ball. I completely agree.
And that's right. And so, again,
it's a good thing to tell your players also so that they're acknowledging what they're doing well. And they're like, okay, yeah, we are doing that well. Let's keep up the good work.
Right.
So now that they have that under their belt, let's work on something else to improve on almost.
Yep. So Spartans with the ball to start the second quarter. Weiss is going to inbound. And she's looking for a teammate. She's got Marino. On that, you can go back over. So Weiss
on the inbound,
gets into the lane. Passes to Harju. Gosselin up. And tried to go up and got stripped by 3 Lancers, really. So Allen with the ball over to Cage. The question is who's got Cage? Weiss pops out on her. And Weiss on the floor. So Weiss sort of stumbled over, which wasn't the worst thing in the world. But on the floor there, so no shot. So especially given that there was a little confusion on who was supposed to be on Cage. But now they better figure this out.
That out of any of the players on the floor, you should know who you have.
Yeah. So on the inbound there, again, too easy on the inbound. So Weiss to Harju to Moore, who gets stopped. Nice save by Allen. And Gosselin with the body there. So
I don't know about that one, sir.
Well, that's the call. Whether
right. Well, whether I
think
agree
she got
or
her with
disagree.
the body there, but I mean,
maybe a little bit.
And I think
basketball is a physical sport. Take a hit.
Cage also used her body well.
Yes.
She
protected the ball very well. Yes.
So Thompson's coming in for
Gosselin
Gosselin.
got the block on it almost.
Yeah. So. All right, so 23-7 for the Lancers.
That might be 2 on Gosselin.
I think it probably is. So 24-7. So Weiss to inbound to Harju to Moore. Okay. So Weiss over to Thompson, up to Marino. Marino's got made a quick pass there, but and Allen loses it out of bounds. Do the hustle from Thompson and Weiss to get back there. They collapsed down quickly on her, and I think she felt that. Moore with the ball.
It almost looked like the Lancers weren't ready for the Spartans to pass the ball, and no one really moved when the ball came in.
Yeah. The tapped out of bounds by the Lancers. Weiss to inbound to Thompson. So again, here's an opportunity, I think, for the Spartans to try to set up their offense. So Moore
seems to be calling something, but doesn't really look like.
So it was a good idea, the back door, but the
on those
Lancers
you need to do a bounce pass because the Lancers' hands are going to be up high anyways. You have to do a bounce pass to get it under their hands.
Yeah.
Right idea, just different execution.
Yeah. So good box out there by Thompson, foul by Allen, and looks like Gosselin is coming back in for Harju. I think needing her ball handling skills is important. Weiss over here to Thompson to Marino. Marino makes a little shifty move, slows it up just a bit. Up to Thompson. Weiss gets it for a layup, but gets hit.
Good fighting underneath.
Yep, just was under enough to sort of have to pull back just a little. And good to stay with it and
Good
get the
work
rebound,
yep.
though. So Weiss to inbound to Marino. Marino with a jumper, looks long. Moore with the board, tries to go up. Nothing
Looked like
there.
there was some type of foul there, but wasn't called.
Yeah. Weiss knocked it away, but Cage with the run. Weiss reaches in to try to knock it away.
Got lucky, didn't get the call on that.
Allen long, And Thompson had Moreno, tried to get it to her, but was fouled right before that on Allen. So Weiss out of bounds here to inbound. Back to Thompson. Again, I think the Spartans need to use some clock and get solid shots.
Yep.
So Moore with the ball now.
Take their time, get a good shot
good
here.
cut there by Moreno. Moore dribbles around
They
back.
need to help each other.
Moore with a nice
more.
drive and fouled by number 24. And that's, yeah, they need to be setting a few
They
more
were
picks
setting
and
screens
screens.
in the first quarter, and I thought it was working well, but they've really strayed away from it. I don't know if they just are forgetting to set them, but they should definitely go back because that will help a lot of even setting them off the ball
Right.
for other people just to get other cuts open.
Yep. So first one for Moore. And that looks good. So 24-8 with 5:44 in the second. So Moore's got one more here. And again, the Spartans just got to try to chip away and keep it close. We'll see how this goes, but Moore with her second. And it looks up and in. Very nicely done. And I think Isaac's right here to pull them back.
Yep.
And you know, because their press,
Have them
when it
settle
worked,
in.
it worked a little bit. But and there's a three-pointer by Cage. Good board by Weiss. Reach in by Cage. Nothing there. Weiss coming up the court, full head of steam, and kind of just tossed it away, unfortunately. I think she was trying to go down and around to Moore, but got herself a little bit too far under and didn't have a place to go. So Gosselin is on Taylor.
Good defense.
Good defense there. Thompson right on Cage. Pick coming on the side. Into 23. Quick little jumper short. Weiss and Allen go for it, and Allen throws it off Weiss's leg. Good battle there. Nice effort by Weiss. So good
Too
block by
easy.
Gosselin though and to make that up. Moreno with the breakaway layup, and in she goes. So 24-11 here. Nice couple of baskets here by the Spartans, and they're tightening up. I do think
Good defense. I do agree with Isaac's decision to pull them back. Let them settle in on defense.
Right.
Have them start there instead of coming back off of the press and getting all
defense there
lost.
by great defense by Cage. Come on, wow. Okay, so no call there. Surprising.
And she
quite
just
sure.
stepped out of bounds too.
So
She
3
stepped out of
seconds.
bounds
So they called it
also.
3 seconds on the Lancers. On that play, it seems
Coach
like
Gary
you got to call
being-
something.
Coach Gary being very vocal about how proud he is.
Okay. So Gosselin to Moore. Back to Gosselin. Deflected there. Moreno ball out of bounds on those bounce passes got to be a little more crisp with it because there's just a lot of
pick a point and pass it to the point. It doesn't seem like they have any intention of where the ball is supposed to be going.
Well, I think on that one, I mean, it looked like it got a little bit deflected, but I also think it's just got to be crisp. Like you got to really, you got to fire it, especially when people are pressing. So good drive by Allen. Very nice take there.
Rolls around and in.
So Weiss on the inbound. Looks like the Lancers had backed away there a little bit, but so over to Moreno. Moreno to Weiss, who skips it over to Moore. Moore, the nice fake, and they call her for traveling. Okay, so number 21, Henry, comes in.
I used to get called for that all the time, and I don't agree with it.
Well, it's a question of is your pivot foot down, but
the whole point is the fake, and the fake is what also throws the ref off.
Well,
I don't think.
So.
I don't know.
Well, regardless, he called it. So we are where we are.
He's down there. I'm up here.
Right. So the Lancers are swinging it. Spartans are playing some good defense here. Thompson switches over.
Good
Rebound
boxing
to
out by
good
the Spartans there.
Really good box. Weiss with the board. She's got a full head of steam coming down. Good pass into Gosselin. Oh, into the lane. Kicks it back out to Weiss. And got a little bit jumbled there. It looked like they were trying to work it down into the lane. I think Weiss led Gosselin just a little too much and she slipped down, etc. So, all right, so 3:24 left in the second quarter, 26-11 Lancers. Spartans are doing a better job switching on defense and calling it a three-pointer there. Good box out. Thompson and 21 for the Lancers. Henry with the jump ball, and it looks like it is the Lancers ball underneath.
Much better job on defense for the Spartans on the inbound play as well.
Yeah. So Allen, given the lane, misses the bunny, and over the back by
we were just talking about
by
this
Taylor
the other night, how they don't call over the backs as much anymore. I mean, we were talking about referring to the NBA, but I mean, we even see it in high school level, so it's nice that.
Okay, and the Lancers are in the penalty, so this is going to be a one-on-one.
The scoreboard must be wrong because the scoreboard says 5.
Apparently, the scoreboard, I was informed, only goes up to 5 now these days. It's a little mathematically challenged.
Oh, God.
So
thank God the new high school got approved.
Yeah, well, only a couple more years till we have a scoreboard that really works. Anyways, another nice free throw from Grace Moore, nothing but net. And 3:03 left, 26-12. So the Spartans are hanging in there. And again, chip away. That's what you got to do. You just want to be within striking distance. And, you know, yes, the Lancers are a good team, but Spartans seem to be able to hang in there. Really nice job there by Gosselin. She gets, I don't know quite what happened there. It looked like she was battling for it, and they didn't call anything. Let's put it that way. Another three-pointer from the Lancers. Long rebound. Good pass there by number 23. Nice rebound by 23. That looks like that's going to, should be, okay.
Yeah.
It looks like Lancer ball there.
Gosselin
again,
was
battling.
The two were battling, and Gosselin, I think, ultimately kind of ended up hitting it out of bounds, almost volleyball style.
Yeah. The one thing though there on that is you got to use your body a little more. So they were battling, and they were,
but if she had boxed out
see
initially,
how Weiss used her body there to keep Allen out of the way. That's what you've got to be doing in terms of.
If you do the work initially, it ultimately ends up being less work for you.
Right.
Makes your life easier.
So Weiss with the ball up top. Good pick by Gosselin. Cut through by Gosselin. Put up, got hit, but no foul there. Good cut, though. That was a nice play. Allen fakes the three over to number 21 for a long three. Gosselin steps through really nicely. On a break, she's got 3-on-4 to Moreno. Nicely done, and missed the layup. Moreno gets it back. It's going to be short again. Weiss tries for it and ends up colliding with Allen, but it goes off of Allen, and it looks like it's going to be Spartans ball. Good hustle here by the Spartans. They're really working. There's no quitting them for sure. And so, again, you got to just keep chipping away here. So inbound to Moreno, Moreno to Thompson. Thompson back to Moreno for a three, and it's a little strong and hit the rampart there. And
good shot, though.
Yep. No, wide open three. She's going to take that every time. And she should. It's a good shot.
Yep. It'll fall.
So the Spartans are setting themselves up again. 1:47 left, 26-12, Lancers.
If we could get another basket or two before half, I think that'd be nice. Maybe one.
Yeah. So Weiss on Taylor. Over to number 21. And Taylor with a three, and she nails it. And she shows her three that she just drained. So 29-12. That one definitely hurts. Moore with a corner pass to Moreno. Weiss up top, goes to the left hand, over to Moore.
They need to be, I think, a little bit more careful with the ball. I think they're being a little careless.
Back to Moore from Weiss, over to Moreno. That looked like an opportunity for her to throw up a three. Good steal there by number 12, Coughlin Michonne, as Thompson started to go, and then Coughlin Michonne just gave it right back to the Spartans. Substitution for the Lancers with 57.8 seconds left in the quarter. So want a good shot here. So Moore begins to penetrate, gets it over to Thompson. Thompson's got two people on her. Moore sizes up, 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Over to Moreno. Moreno, tipped away. And Moreno could have gone with that.
I don't think she knew she could go back, yeah.
So Weiss goes in, passes over to Thompson. And it's stolen away by 13. Gosselin's right on top of
Out
her.
of bounds.
Out of bounds, stepped out of bounds. So the 25.8 left in
Shot
the
clock's
half.
off.
Spartans ought to go for the last shot here. 29-12 Lancers.
Work the ball around, get the best high percentage shot that they can.
So Moore brings it up over to Thompson, into Gosselin, who fakes and gets fouled as she goes up. Good take. That was a good fake and a good take by Gosselin. That's what you want. Get her at the line to try to nail a few.
Heisa couldn't ask for something better. Maybe for them to use a little bit more time, but take what you can get.
Right. So let's see if Gosselin can nail these. That would be helpful for sure. And the first one's a little long there, a little strong. So Gosselin's a very good free throw shooter. So
been struggling a little bit tonight, though. Missed the 2 from the technical foul earlier as well.
Yep. So let's see if she can hit this one. And
There
there it is. Good. So 16 seconds left in the half. And 2, Scott dribbles in, cuts across, swings it. Moreno's on Cage with a running 3 that's out of bounds, and that is going to do it for the half. Good defensive stint for the Spartans at the end to hold them off. So at the end of the first half, it is 29-13 for the Lancers. So overall analysis here, what do you think?
I think the Spartans are playing phenomenally, or no, that's not going to make sense. I think the Spartans are playing a lot better than they did the other night, night and day. The other night we were seeing these little bursts of what we thought was hope, and we're seeing the hope now tonight. I think they've been playing much better. The fact is, Longmeadow just has 2 really good point guards, one of them being their main point scorer, who probably has half of their points. I don't have the stat sheet in front of me, but
I would say that's probably close to right.
definitely has a lot of them. I think the Spartans are doing a great job, though, of boxing out, and that's a big difference we're seeing is that the Lancers are not getting those 3rd and 4th opportunities as often as the Springfield school that they played the other night was.
Right. So I think that's right. I think offensively, when they're working their offense, they seem to be able to be getting the ball in. It's not always the smoothest, but they're getting to the basket and they're getting reasonable shots.
Yep.
So I think that that's promising. I think it's clear that the press, they're having better defensive stands when they don't press because I think they're getting lost.
Yes.
So I think it's better to come back. The one thing they could do, because they've been playing man the whole half, is they could consider going to a little bit of a zone.
They'd have to put, but the only issue with that is that number 2, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on her.
Cage.
Yes, Cage. She's a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
So if you go into zone, you would have to do a 2-3 because the majority of their points are coming from drives and down low. But then what do you do about Cage? Like, then would you do a 4-and-1? Like, you kind of play almost a box zone defense and then do a one person who plays just man on her.
Like
that could be a potential
theory,
if they really want to.
What about a 2-1-2 so that you have 2 people up top to stop that, and if she gets past them, then you've got the person in the lane who can ultimately head that off. In any event,
no, I don't really like that idea.
Okay, well, that's fine. I think that it's worth trying a little bit of a shift, because I think right now, look, they've been playing good defense, but I think that when you're down 16, I think you have to ask yourself, what can we do a little bit differently as part of that? So, all right, well, we're going to take a break for a few minutes.
I'm going to go get a snack.
The snack shack is open in case anybody wants to drive on down who's listening.
He was going to say what?
There's pizza, there's chips. There's
pizza tonight. Bad night to miss.
There's candy. You got everything here. You really should be here if you're not here. That's all I can say.
I mean, what else would you be doing on a Friday night?
In East Longmeadow. This is it. And there's a great crowd here tonight, by the way. In any event, we'll be back in a little bit for the second half. Welcome back. So second half is about to get started. Again, to remind you, it's 29-13 for the Lancers. And it looks like they're starting with the same 5 that they had before, and same for the Spartans. Weiss, Moreno, Thompson, Moore, and Gosselin. So it's Spartans ball to begin the second half. And let's see. Again, I think the second half here becomes really key in terms of staying in this or not. Basically, the first 4 or 5 minutes is going to be really helpful. So
Sets a tone.
Ball knocked out of bounds by the Lancers. Weiss into Thompson. Back to Weiss. Swings it across to Moore. Moore drives.
Looks like the Lancers are in a 2-3.
Could be. So Moore went for the drive, got knocked off of her leg and out of bounds. So Lancers ball. Inbound to Allen. Moreno's on Allen. Thompson looks like she's on Cage. And it looks like actually the Spartans are playing a zone now. They've switched over. Good fake and a travel by number 23.
Much better pressure.
And we think that's Arena. So yes, they moved to a zone, which is I think worth trying for sure.
It's like Isaac can hear us.
Yeah. All right. So Moore with the ball. Good pick by Gosselin there to try free her up, as you were saying, Ailey, the off-ball screen. Gosselin dribbles in the lane. Kind of should have taken a look at the basket there. Moore tries to go in. Gosselin fighting for the ball. Looks like a jump. And it's going to be probably Lancer's ball, yeah, because we got the inbounds. So, again, good drives. When they get into the lane, the ball's getting knocked away. And so they got to go in with that strong. And when it gets knocked away, go up with your little flail to try to get the call. So they're playing a bit of it looks like a 1-2-2. Lancers get it in low and then kick it out. Strong on the out of bounds, and Allen with the runner just off. Gosselin with a nice rebound.
Speaking of Allen.
Tries to get it deep. And then nice play there by Weiss to Thompson. Weiss fends off the defense and gets it to Allen. Weiss
Thompson.
to Thompson. Weiss with a wide open three. Hits the front of the rim. Good shot, though. You'll take that every time. And ball in to the Lancers. Allen into Cage.
Speaking of Allen, she last season tore her ACL here.
Yeah.
So I wonder what it's like being back. This is her first game back, I'm sure, playing at East Longmeadow High School.
Yeah. Got to be, I'm sure, a little weird. So the Spartans have spread the Lancers out. That was a good defense.
Box out.
Yeah, good box out. Spartans are attacking big time. Very nice pass from Gage. She faked the three and found a wide open Allen underneath. So Weiss into Gosselin, no call, and a foul on Gage. Nice job by Thompson on the boards. So 31-13, 5:52 left in the third. Weiss to inbound the ball. And goes to Thompson. Looked like a little bit of a miscue. Allen over to Cage. Cage makes a move on Thompson, but hits off of her foot. Thompson picks up the defender. Weiss grabs it. Oh, Moore to Weiss. Weiss to Moore. Moore goes in strong. Weiss follows it and drops it in. Good follow there. 31-15. Spartans back on D. Drive by number 23.
Good block
Good
from Moore.
block there by Moore. Out of bounds. Spartans, the defense seems to be a little more, they're clearly not losing people nearly as much as they've been doing. And it looks like this
I think the zone's helping a lot with that.
I think so. And on that, you can't get off at Cage too much. She's shown that she's got lots of different moves like that.
It's way too easy for her.
It's too easy, and I think on that that's where that's the soft spot of that zone, right? So people have to recognize when she gets through there.
It looked like Marino kind of got caught on that pick, didn't know if she should fight through and follow Cage or if somebody else should be picking her up while she transfers into a different zone.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest issue with the zone defense.
Good cut by Gosselin and a nice take. Spartans are moving much better on the offensive end. A lot of cutting and moving. That's what you want to see there. So Gosselin fouled by number 14, who is Grace Taylor, and Gosselin's going to go to the line again. So 33-15 with 4:50 left. First one for Gosselin is drained, 33-16. So you got to like how the Spartans are playing right now. I like it. I think the zone has settled them down on defense in particular. Gosselin up and nails both of them, 33-17. So they're getting settled back in, and it looks like they've gone back. A long three from Cage, and she nails it. So, you know, when people are hitting threes like that, there's really not much you can do.
Yeah.
You know, it's a challenge. I mean, there's just not. So Weiss with the ball. Mid-range jumper, a little short. Gosselin with a nice hustle play. Gets it back in, but picked off by Allen. Allen to Taylor. Allen in the corner, fakes Moreno. Nice
Great
dish.
pass.
And misses the layup. Weiss with the board. And tries to throw to Moreno and misses it. So, again, you have to just settle when you get that.
I wish she hadn't picked up her dribble there because
Yeah.
she picked it up assuming there were going to be Lancer defenders right there,
Right.
and there was no one.
Yeah.
So then she was stuck because everyone else had moved forward because everyone else isn't seeing what she
Right.
was seeing.
So 23 again with the nice
Another
board
good
by
board.
Weiss. Great
Great
pass by
pass.
Weiss to Moore. Beautifully done. Really nicely done by Talia Weiss there. And
Great finish by
Lancers
Moore.
come back hard. The Euro step by Cage. Again, you
Someone's
know, just
got to
when you,
step up and stop her.
Well, I mean, that's easier said than done. You know, I mean, she's obviously a very good player. And just knock the ball off of Moore's leg. And then should be Spartans ball off of Allen. Listen, there's, you know, sometimes you just have to tip your basketball cap to somebody and say, hey, that's one heck of a move, right? And that's what it was.
Yes.
And, you know, so, I mean, you know, they were in very good position defensively. Gosselin with the jumper, a little bit off. Weiss with the big hustle, can't get there. Gage makes a nice play. And she's certainly taking command of this game. Number 23,
Yep.
another three-pointer. She's really missed a number of those, and I would, you know, say that that's an okay shot for the Spartans to give her.
Yep.
Until she starts making
I
those.
don't. She's maybe made one, I believe,
Yeah,
in the
she's
beginning
taken
of the
quite a
game.
few.
I don't think. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't think she's made any.
So good hustle there by Weiss to get that ball. So Weiss over to Thompson, over to Gosselin, who can dribble now. Has got some space. She goes hard to the basket. Good take, and
Every time.
a foul.
They found the
by
Lancers' weak spot.
Hayes. Yep. Or by Taylor, excuse me. So 38-19. Lancers with 2:59 left in the third.
They just need to start getting some stops if they want any chance at this game.
Yeah, and you know what? Right now, Cage is
It's basically just controlling Cage.
yeah, and that's difficult, and it may be that you know, that, well, let's see. I mean, again, there's no magic formula here. She's making deep threes, and she's got Euro steps and everything else going on. So
Floaters.
yeah. So Gosselin made the first one, 38-20. And the second one.
You jinxed her.
Nice job. Weiss goes up and puts a shot up. It gets contact and nothing. And then Cage goes down hard. So on that play by Weiss, looked like there was some contact
Definitely
for sure.
looked like a decent
so
amount of contact.
not quite sure why there was nothing there, but there was nothing there. So Cage looks to be okay. And so we're going to have the inbound from the Lancers from Morin to Cage with 2:49 left, 38-20 Lancers. Moreno's up on Cage. Weiss on Coughlin, Michonne. And the Lancers stayed in the zone. Weiss closes out on number 13. Good defense by Weiss, right up on her. Shot by number 10. Good board by Weiss. And ripped away by Cage. No call there. Moreno with a great steal. She goes in hard. And a foul by number 3 with the body. And the Lancer fans don't like it, but that's called with the body, folks.
Give it to her.
She did give her all ball.
Completely blocked, but definitely got a bit of a lot of body on that one.
Mm-hmm. So Moreno at the line for 2. 2:14 left in the quarter. Really need to nail these free throws down the stretch here. Up and rolls in. Soft touch by Moreno. So this has been a good quarter for the Spartans. They're hanging tough and they're playing hard. Probably the best quarter I've seen them play
Yep.
this year. Another second one up by Marino. Oh, in and out. And good battle there to try to get the rebound, but to no avail. So it looks like they are in a kind of this 1-2-2 kind of approach. Good movement by the Lancers. Nice easy jumper for Coughlin Michaud.
That's the weakness, though, is as soon as the opposing team gets the ball in the middle, it's breaks it down completely.
Drives the lane, gets hit, but no call. That one certainly could have been called, but Moore knifed right through the lane on that one and had a really good opportunity to score. Nice board by Talia Weiss over the back of somebody.
She's had a number of good rebounds.
Yeah. And Weiss brings the ball up, slows it down wisely to give her the chance to set things up. Gosselin gets the ball in low, makes a spin move. Another
good move.
And falls a little short. But a
good
nice
move. Looked
there.
like there was a little bit of contact, maybe not enough to call, but.
Yeah. So 1:12 left in the quarter. So clearly the Spartans are trying to work that zone. And number 10.
Good board.
Number 10 misses that three. Weiss on the drive. There's no call, and could have been a charge. They didn't call anything. Weiss had the little bunny. It looks like a timeout by the Spartans and Coach Heisek. So 53 seconds left, 40-21. And again, they're having a hard time closing the gap, but I do like what I'm seeing from them. They're really playing hard. They're boxing out, and they're getting the basket, getting to the basket, getting high percentage shots. So, listen, the challenge, of course, is that, you got to make up some ground fast here. But I think they've got to just keep doing what they're doing. And even though they're giving up some of those mid-range, those, in the paint jumpers, I think the zone has settled them down a bit.
I agree.
And I think it's actually working pretty well. I mean, if Cage isn't going off, which she is.
But now with that with the left knee, I believe it was, getting a little shaken up on that play before, I didn't see her being as aggressive in those last few minutes than I had seen her previously. Maybe that's just her taking a step back. They are up 20 points, but
yeah, could be. So as the Spartans come back on the court, 53 seconds left in the third. Looks like Moore took a bit of a shot to the nose and.
No, I think she's been blowing her nose all night.
Oh, it looked like it was bloody there, but nonetheless.
That's gross.
Well, it is what it is. So, Lancer ball, Allen with the ball, and the Spartans have a bit of a press on. Back to Allen, good fake, and misses the layup. So Moore got the ball and was given, there was no place to come down, and number 10, who I shall remain nameless because she's not on my roster, didn't like the call, but got to give him an opportunity to land. So that's actually a foul, and they are in the penalty. So it's a 1-and-1 here for Moore.
But how would we know that? Because it's only at 5.
Well, 5 will get you to the penalty.
5 is?
According to this.
It's 7 though.
It normally is 7.
Okay.
But in any event, so Moore nails the free throw. 40-22 with 39.9 seconds. See if she can get the last one here. It's up and good. So 40-23. So again, the Spartans are doing a bit of a three-quarter press, if you will. Allen's got the ball. Very shifty ball handler. Number 10's got the ball, passes in, and that's a travel on number 11. Good defense by the Spartans on. So, 28 seconds left. Spartans ball into Gosselin from Stevens. Stevens to Thompson. Back to Stevens, and she misses it, and Allen gets an easy putback. Stevens over to Gosselin, then to Moore. Moore drives, gets hacked, and gets fouled late. Very
Very late
nice
call.
take there by Moore. And again, there's clearly she's, getting to the hoop, and I think that's got to be something they keep emphasizing. So 9.2 seconds left in the third. And I think they've found a little something here, but it's, it really, where they're going to get back into this game or not is on the defensive end because they're getting some good opportunities, right?
Yeah.
So Moore with the possible and one, and she nails that. So 42-26, 9 seconds left. So
good feeling for the Spartans going into the fourth quarter.
So, and that looks like a jumper short, and that's going to do it for the quarter. So a good burst at the end of the quarter there for the Spartans. Picked up a couple baskets, and so they're down 16 going into the fourth, but a good thing. They are clearly playing better. I really do think that was the best quarter they've played. They're more settled. They're getting to the basket better. They're getting good opportunities. So the real question and the real key here is, as you go down, is on the defensive end. Can you keep getting stops? And down there at the end of the quarter, that's a tough layup to give up.
Yeah.
And so again, but what was interesting is they were just passing.
It's just bad decision making.
But nobody was dribbling, and the question is, it's okay to dribble a little, right? Like, so we'll see. I think the Spartans are going to start with the ball. So, all right, so the fourth quarter is about to begin. And again, the Spartans definitely have their work cut out for them, but, you want them to play better and keep getting better as the games go on and as the season goes on. And I definitely see that. I think had they played like this the other night, they may very well have gotten the win. But that is, as they say, water under the bridge. So Thompson didn't inbound the ball eventually when the referee gives it to her. And there we go. Into Moore. Moreno sets a pick. And Moore tries to dribble through that. There's a lot of traffic there. Gets it to Thompson. Moore with the fake to Stevens at the top of the key. Moreno swings it to Thompson. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Up to Gosselin. Gosselin tries to go through the lane, gets hit. Nothing. Right
Way
to
to
Moore.
find
Great
her.
pass. Oh, and
Too far under the
just
hoop.
too far under the basket. Got blocked by the basket, as we say sometimes. So Allen with the ball. Seem to be in that. I don't know. It looks like they're in a man now.
No.
And that looks like a short three. Moreno, Allen with the board, kicks it out to number 10 and throws it between both of them. So that was a you got it, no, I got it, no, you got it kind of scenario. Maybe. Anyways, Weiss is back in for Thompson.
You having a nice conversation with yourself over there?
I am. You want to jump in or what? Weiss to inbound the ball. To Gosselin, back to Weiss.
Don't
and then
dribble
here comes
into
the
the trap.
and loses the ball to Allen, and she gets it. So again, so the challenge of dribbling into the trap there. So Weiss to Stevens.
Good
to
fake.
Gosselin.
That's another
So-
thing they should utilize, a ball fake. It's so small, but it goes such
So
a long way.
A lot of contact here, a lot of activity to Gosselin. To Weiss on the baseline. And she gets fouled by
There we
number
go.
3. So a lot of contact. They're letting them play here. Number on Morin. So Weiss to inbound the ball underneath. So Hyzak calls out the play. Weiss looks for it right to Moore. Nice, easy. I was going to say nice, easy layup, but missed it just
Should
a
have
bit.
been.
So Moreno picks off Allen's pass, and a foul by number 11.
Since when do fouls reset every quarter? I thought it was every half.
I think they've changed it. That's why I think the penalty changes a little bit. But
Interesting.
we'll have to go back to the.
We should do some research before our next game.
Well, I have to get our crack staff on that one too.
Who is this crack? Is there other people part of this organization besides
Yeah,
you and I?
Of course there is.
Okay.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that make our success possible, Ailey, and I think it's really important that you always recognize that. Really nice pass by Moreno. Threaded the needle. Stevens picks it up and lays it in for a nice 2. So Hyzek's calling for a press. Weiss is up on Allen. She makes a little move. There's 3 players up. Back to Allen down the middle, underneath, and misses the layup. Moore hits it, or Stevens hits it off of Gosselin.
Off her head.
Off of her noggin. That's using your head. Maybe not in the way that we wanted here, but and it's Lancer ball with 5:52, 44 to 28. Allen comes out, and inbound ball to Cage. She's long with it. Weiss gets the board. She gets trapped by Cage and off of her foot. Tried to pass it around to look like Gosselin and kind of just whipped it off her foot, which wasn't the worst play in the world.
She needs a little bit of help when trying to break the press. Good pass.
Good pass by Stevens to Moreno. Moreno to Moore, little behind her, to Weiss. Weiss goes up. Ball blocked out of bounds.
It looked like a lot of body on that one, but...
she might have gotten her with the body, yeah. But
I mean, when someone goes jolting in the air, that typically means body, but...
there's a lot of breeze in here.
Yeah, I feel it.
So Weiss looking to inbound, gets it to Gosselin for the little jumper, and bam. So 44-30, Spartans with a nice little run here. Baseball pass down to number 24. Oh, woo! Great block by Moore.
Oh my gosh.
Took that and
came out of nowhere. She's like stealing candy from a baby.
That was
wow,
that
was awesome.
That was swatted.
That needs to go in the highlight reel.
So, all right, so 5:19, 44-30 Lancers. Spartans playing with a little bit of a renewed energy. Stevens up to Weiss, gets a really nice board. Weiss going in, right up in for Weiss. Nice take. 44-32, Spartans cut it to 12. Weiss is right up on Cage. He's got to get back. Cage is going to take over here. Does so, but a little strong with the shot. Does the up and under. Great board. And Talia draws a little contact there and goes off her leg. Too bad. That was a good opportunity there to.
Hard you thought she was coming out.
So, Spartans are still pressing. It definitely seems to be working a good bit. So Allen with the ball. She takes it in, does a nice weave around. Good block there by Stevens. Got to stay out on her. Allen gets the ball. Good help there by Moore and Gosselin. Spartans defense has really gotten a lot better. Good cut across there. And
good
like
hands
it was
in the
off,
passing lanes.
Off Spartans, I guess.
Yep.
So 20 seconds left on the shot clock, 4:24 left. Spartans down by 12. Good run here, really playing much, much better. The swing out for 3. And Weiss tried to get it. Good block there. Oh, looked like a good block by Stevens, but I think she might have gotten with the body. So, yeah, good battle there. Like Weiss had that rebound, but it got swiped away. So 4:17 left
They
here.
really swarm you when you get the rebound or when there's a loose ball. Longmeadow's very good at those 50-50s.
Yeah,
putting a lot of pressure on it.
And I think part of the challenge is to recognize they're doing that and to look up and get rid of it quickly, right? Because if you're collapsing, then someone's open.
But make a good pass,
right.
Not just throwing it
so
or whipping it around the corner.
A slight kink in Cage's game. She missed a free throw.
I think it's her knee.
So she missed
She wasn't
both.
missing anything before that.
And so, again, Moore's knee kind of buckled there a little, unfortunately, because she was in position to get that rebound.
Easily.
Yeah. So Lancer ball again. And
so wide
3
open
there for Cage, and that's one that it's tough on an inbound like that. And the question is, you gotta perhaps know that might be happening, but that's a tough one because it's just hard to get out there that quickly when you're in that. So that's too bad, and so that pushes the lead back up to 15. The Spartans had chopped it from 18
12.
all the way down to 12. So Again, every possession matters here, and again, I think that the press seems to be working a little better than originally. And they're getting back on defense better. Like they seem to be doing the original press, and if they get through it, then the Spartans collapse back in a better way. So, but on that inbounds, that's a difficult one. You're under the basket. You're worried about giving up a layup.
That's also their last resort pass is that outlet pass, and they are lucky that they get to put a player out there who's so consistent from the 3-point. So.
Well, and it appears to be one of their most high percentage shots is her chucking up threes. I mean, she's been money, and there's nothing you can say about it other than that.
I'd love to see her stat sheet.
Yeah, I'm sure she's got to have at least 20. I'd say at least 20 to 25 points.
You think?
At least, yeah. So Stevens on the inbound. And the Lancers.
Allen's been quiet. I was thinking that she was going to score more, but she's been doing everything else really well.
Yep. So Weiss with the ball coming up the sideline. Gets a good break. Nice pass to Gosselin. Thompson
Great
into,
ball movement
into
by the Spartans.
Stevens. Really well done. Moore makes the dumps it off to Michaud, to Coughlin Michaud. And ball inbound. Foul on number 23.
Interesting.
Who we think is Morgan.
Yeah, but now I don't think it is because there was someone else that wasn't on the roster who came out on the court.
She's taking on a different identity. That's all right.
Hope that's you, girl.
All right, Weiss to inbound. And nobody's breaking free, but Weiss throws it up to
pass.
Moore. And then Moore takes it all the way in, and almost
had another and one.
And that's not a bad play there
at all. She has the height and the length advantage on Allen, so it was good to take that 1-2 power dribble and get to the hoop easily.
And Weiss was running out of time quickly there for sure.
It was a nice pass though.
Yep.
Perfect touch right over
the
top.
Bucket. So Moore front rims the first one, and Spartans are down 17 here. Feels a little closer than that, but I think it's been a much better second half.
This half it has been.
Yep, much better second half. Moore with the second one is in. All right, so they're up and they're pressing. So Gage across to Allen. Allen eludes Weiss and slides down through and sets up their offense. They swing it around the top. Allie Thompson on Cage. Good help there by Jill Stevens. Knocked out of bounds by the Lancers. So
looks like Stevens got a couple of hands to the face on that one too.
Yeah. So the Spartans are, their defense and other elements are definitely getting better. So Moore's got the ball. She blows past Cage. Had a lane, didn't get to it. Talia Weiss dives on it, and Heisek calls timeout. Nicely done there.
Looks like one of the Lancers is down.
Yeah, and it may be.
Not sure. Maybe number 12 is the number that I thought.
Let's see. I think she might have taken a knee to the head. I'm not quite sure what happened on that, but.
Look at Diane out there, the athletic trainer for the East Longmeadow Spartans. She's amazing.
Stalwart
in her very festive pants.
Sure, she's gonna love that. Diane's been a stalwart at this institution for a very long time. So hopefully the Longmeadow player here is okay. Maybe got.
She's lucky she's getting treatment from this legendary character.
Yeah, I agree, and Diane knows her business, that's for sure. And obviously,
the best of the best.
Looks like she's getting up. Looks like she's a little bit woozy. I think maybe that was a knee to the head or some blow to the head there, and I think she's okay. Good to see. So on that last play, so Moore had a nice avenue to the basket. Tried to be a little bit too unselfish there.
I think she definitely should have taken it herself. That pass was. It was very much trying to thread the needle, but a little too predictable at that point too. She looked it off a lot with her eyes. I think if she had made it seem more like she was going to go up with it and then made the dish, it would have been more likely to get through. But there are already two Lancer players in between her and who she was trying to pass to. So
Right. All right, so swung over to Weiss. Weiss has the ball. Drives around the top of the key to Thompson, back to Weiss. Picked by Stevens, over to Thompson. Thompson to Moore. Moore into Weiss. Weiss flashes through the lane, goes up, and is fouled. The ref called it on the floor, so no shots for Weiss. Oh, it is 1-1 actually, so
I think
there will
it
be
is
shots.
5 fouls is 1-1 now.
Maybe they do it by the quarter now as opposed to the half.
Ugh, I don't like that.
Well, you'll have to take that up with the rules committee.
Whoever changed that, let's have a talk.
All right. And there's
Little
a little
miscommunication.
confusion
See,
there.
everyone's confused about it. Why did they change the rules? It's
So
absurd.
Weiss at the line. Let's see if she can hit the first one here. Up and looks a little strong. I guess she is getting 2, so not quite sure what's going on here, but I guess it wasn't on the floor. They must have called it in motion, which I actually think was the right call.
Yeah, I agree.
So, all right, so Weiss stepping up for the next one. Hopefully she can nail this one and inch us a little bit closer here. Looks a little strong. So Weiss gets a break
Got
there.
lucky.
Lane violation by Black.
That was a little late.
Well,
Didn't it seem?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
a little,
not. I
but,
don't know.
Not too bad. I've seen worse. Let's put it that way. So Weiss puts it up, and it's in and out. Wow, that thing was
Unlucky.
down, about as down can be
Almost
without
through
going
the
down.
hoop without
Yeah.
going all
So
the way
Allen's
through.
got the ball. The Spartans back off the press. Nice,
Wasn't
nice
looking
D
good
by
hands
Stevens.
by Stevens.
Oh, and to
Oh my God.
Thompson, to Moore. Moore drives in, and
one.
and one. But
Rolls
no,
around the
but
rim.
rolls around and out. And number 10 didn't like that call, but she certainly got her with the body there. So, all right, well, let's see if Moore can hit these. 2:13 left, 49-33 Lancers. And there you go. Very nicely done. Kenna Moreno in for Weiss. Ooh, good game from Talia. A lot of rebounds and did some really good job breaking the press, etc. So, second one for Moore looks short. It's off. Good collapse, good crashing the boards by the Spartans, though. I like that. I like to see that. So Gosselin right on Allen, stays right on her.
You could totally do this alone.
Nice move by that clearly is Coughlin Michonne's go-to jumper, that like 8-10 footer. So Thompson over to Stevens. Stevens gets hit, no call. There's a rugby match broke out at the basketball game.
Seriously. Limbs flying everywhere.
And a good block there. Coach Allen for Longmeadow is yelling 5. So
Coach Allen actually used to be the boys varsity coach at East Longmeadow until the girls varsity coach position opened up in Longmeadow, and then he made the change.
Yeah.
So feels like a bit of a trade from the Red Sox to the Yankees. But
okay. Could be.
a little bit, I think that's the betrayal that the Spartans felt. It's the Spartan family.
Okay. Well, you were closer than I was, so a good pass there by Cage, and Allen wisely pulls it back, makes a nice move out to number 10. Nice job by Allie Thompson to anticipate that. Smartly pulls it back, and then Cage intercepts the ball, makes a nice play. There's Moreno, a little nudge there. Moreno's up on her. Good defense from Moreno. And Cage goes down. No foul there. Ball out of bounds. Good defense by Moreno. Tough. 51-34 with 1:12 left. They swing it. Cage is wide open. Can't really do that. Got lucky on that one. Rebound by Allen. Swings it around. Cage lines up another one. Nice drive to the basket, but short. And cage is down. Not quite sure what happened there.
I think she got kneed in the stomach, maybe wind knocked out of her.
All right, so 55 seconds left. 53-34 Lancers. Like I said, I don't think the score is as indicative of what's gone on here. I think the second half was much better, and the Spartans really pulled within 12 and did a nice job of cutting the deficit and playing hard. So there's a lot to build off of this, I think.
Yeah, I think the future for the Spartans looks hopeful.
That's a good word.
Thank you. Really dug deep in my vocabulary for that one. No, but really, I mean, the improvement we've already seen from last game to this game has been tremendous. So that's just very optimistic for the season. Gives me an optimistic approach.
I mean, they really, tonight is a night and day from the first game, or from the second game, right?
Yep.
So
I didn't get to watch the first game. I know that who they played wasn't very competitive, so.
Yeah, I think Ludlow struggled mightily in that game, and I think we also played well. Moore with a 3, a little strong.
Looked
good rebound by number 12. She aggressively went after that one. And with 34 seconds left, they're just going to run the clock out here.
There's a 2-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock, so.
Yeah. Coach Allen is telling them no shot, so I guess they're just going to be holding it out and using down the clock.
Again, good showing from the Spartans. I think there's a lot of improvement to be done, but there's a lot of improvement that already has been done.
A big leap from the last game to this one, for sure. So we have 1.9 seconds left in this game. And like I said, lots to be optimistic about. The next game for the Lady Spartans is on the 19th at West Springfield. So tune in for that one. Unfortunately, you won't have our lovely narrations to go along with it.
It won't be as fun for you guys to listen to, but.
Hey, man, thanks for joining, everybody. And we'll catch you the next time around.
Bye, guys.
Take care.